We are on Module 5, Lesson 3, and as you can see, we are looking at this Explorer. So I'm going to do this example. This is a very challenging example, but I want to show you how this applet can really help you with all of this. So in this type of problem, these are going to be called two-way tables for us. It's asking, is there a relationship between gender and relative finger length? Is there a relationship between gender and relative finger length? So in order to investigate this, they did a survey of 452 high school students and then made a table. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit so that we can see the data. So what we have going on here is we have which of these is your longer finger, either the index finger or the ring finger. So on your hand is your index finger or your ring finger, the longer finger. And then they have the breakdown by male and female. Kind of looks to me, just looking at the data, that the female data, these two aren't very different from each other. I'm just going to look at index and ring. These are meaning like they're the exact same length or close enough to the same length. But the big difference happens here. I'm looking kind of at the numbers here. The big difference is that we have here males, it looks like they're much more likely to have a longer ring finger than an index finger. So it leads me to believe that there might be a difference in it. But I'm going to show you in the applet how we look at this. Overall, these totals, what they mean is that in this study, there were 212 females, there were 240 males. So more males than females were sampled. Across this way, we have index finger, 123 students total, both male and female. 123 had their longest being their index finger. Then we have 234 being the ring finger. So it looks like the ring finger tends to be the longest finger in this group. Then we have same length, 96 people. Okay, so let's go ahead. It says here, make a segmented bar graph to show the relationship. So I'm gonna pop over here. We've never clicked on this one before. We've done bar graphs. Again, bar graph means that we're looking at categorical data. We're looking at index finger or finger length, and then we're looking at gender. Those are two categorical variables. It's not a single group of numbers, it's a multiple group. And I'm going to show you how awesome this is for making that segmented bar graph. So variable name means what do I have here? I'm going to put finger length. Okay, or finger comparison, right? What we have going on, we're trying to compare index finger and ring finger length. And then I'm going to add one here because they also had the option for you to say the same length. Over here, we're measuring it on two different groups of people, females, female, and we have male. Okay, so now I'm going to put in the frequencies that are there. We had 78 females that said that they had the longest index, 82 females ring finger, and 52 that had the same length. Then we have our male data. So we have 45 that said index finger. We had 152 that said ring finger. And we had 43 that had the same length. So now I'm going to hit begin analysis. Here is a segmented, you'll see here, segmented bar graph. It looks like, just like I was kind of seeing in the numbers there, of the males, 63% of them had the longest being their ring finger, where only 38%, 38.7% of females, so 38.7 to 63, that's a huge difference. It looks like there were way fewer males that had the same length than there were females. And it looks like here, female index, definitely a lot more than males. So comparing these two, those are the comparisons that I would make. And this is how we make a segmented bar graph. The other really nice thing about this is that when we get into two-way tables, the summary statistics, this tells you the percentage breakdown. So you can see the huge differences between these values. So if I was asked on here, is there a difference in males and females? I would say that I really strongly feel that it is gender related. I think that males are much more likely to have a ring finger that is longer than an index finger.